Do you know of a stellar leader or an outstanding organization that deserves a proper shout-out? Nominate them for IBJ's awards. From 40 in their 40s and Women of Influence to Nonprofit and Healthcare Excellence Awards, we're celebrating rising stars, seasoned leaders, and organizations making a difference. Discover which programs are accepting nominations now at ibj.com/nominate.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the afternoon of Tuesday, December 30th, 2025. I'm Alex Brown. Habitat for Humanity of Evansville plans to harness its new volunteer center to achieve home construction goals in 2026 and beyond. The new facility is part of the nonprofit's Together We Build, Together We Grow strategic plan to address the need for affordable housing in Vanderburgh and Posey counties, says Executive Director Beth Foles.
Last year, our goal was to build 20 homes. We built 22. This year, our goal is to build 25 homes. We're on target to meet that. The following year, 30 homes, the year after that, 35, and finally 40 homes in 2029.
Since July, nearly 20 groups have worked in the new volunteer center to assemble walls to be taken to building sites. Carmel-based Republic Airways intends to name longtime executive Matt Koskell as its CEO next year, according to a filing with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. Republic's current CEO is David Grizzle, who will remain in the role until the integration of Republic's merger with Mesa Air Group is completed. After that, Republic's board of directors expects to promote Koskell to the CEO job. Grizzle will continue to serve as the company's board chairman. The U.S. Department of Education has awarded a $1.36 million TRIO Student Support Services grant to Franklin College. The college says the funding will fully support a program designed to increase retention, academic performance, and graduation rates among first-generation students, students from low-income backgrounds, and students with disabilities. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Thanks for listening to this IBJ Media podcast. You're probably going to remember this ad. Do you know why? Podcast advertising works. 85% of listeners recalled hearing an ad during a podcast, and 70% of podcast listeners have acted after hearing an ad. So whether you're looking to be heard across the entire IBJ Media Podcast Network, sponsor one of our shows, or just start with a 30-second ad, IBJ Media can help. Contact advertise at ibj.com to learn more.
In September, Mary Fee was appointed CEO of Girl Scouts of Southwest Indiana. She had been serving as interim CEO since Amy Statura left the organization in July after nearly 10 years in the position. Before becoming CEO, Fee held various other leadership roles at the nonprofit. In a Q&A for our Evansville Region Report newsletter, Fee talked about her goals moving forward.
I want to short-term navigate the national membership increase and making sure that girls still know that there is a place for them, regardless of financial barriers that are put in place, that we will make it happen for any and all girls, regardless of their economic status. We need to build our value proposition and our relevancy and get our name out there in a much greater capacity than it is now. So that would be what we are focusing on short term.
You can read the full Q&A at InsideIndianaBusiness.com. A historic home in downtown Fort Wayne is selling off a wide variety of items in an online auction running through New Year's Day. The Bell Mansion, built in 1893 as the private residence of local philanthropists Robert and Clara Bell, later served as a funeral home and is currently being used as an event space. The venue's leaders tell our partners at WPTA-TV that the auction comes as they work toward the building's next phase, plans for which have not yet been finalized. Online bidding will continue through 6 p.m. on Thursday. Mountain bikers of all ages and skill levels now have a new amenity to enjoy in Brown County. The Brown County Pump Track opened earlier this month at Deer Run Park in Nashville. Kate Nolan and her partner, Danielle Walter Nolan, spearheaded the project and raised funds through their nonprofit Live Adventurously, as well as through community partners.
It's great for families. It's such a community building tool to have, and it's a great introduction to get more folks on bikes. Having it at a park that's free for public use, and it's just going to be so good for the community, and it'll also draw tourism.
The new park features a cement pump track, progressive jump lines, drop zone, and skinnies so riders of all ages can build skills and community. Catch up on the latest episodes of the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now on the IBJ Media app or your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.
What happens when a basketball superstar changes the course of an entire city? I'm Mickey Shuey, and in Beyond Clarkonomics, we tell the story of how Caitlin Clark's arrival to the Indiana Fever sparked more than just sold-out arenas. It's rewriting Indianapolis's long-term strategy for sports, downtown growth, and women's leadership. Listen at ibjpodcast.com or on your favorite podcast app.
Want to give your team a real edge? The IBJ Group Plan delivers unlimited access to every story, every report, every video from IBJ and Inside Indiana Business for your whole team. Cover some or all of your employees with one simple payment. The more you add, the more you save. It's smart, it's flexible, and it saves you up to 30% off the standard rate. Already have IBJ subscribers in your office? Group up and save big. Learn more and get started now at ibj.com/group-plan.